Well, Milicevic is battling as best she can, and here's our first opportunity to look at one of France's new young rising stars, Cécile Conqueto. And France still celebrating their excellent result in the team competition, 4th place behind Romania, Russia and the Ukraine. She's 15 years of age, Conqueto. Born in Paris, but now training out of Marseille.
And the French really, especially the women, have made such tremendous progress on the world stage of gymnastics. I mean, they really are League One, Division One, Premier League gymnasts now. Conqueto. Oh, nice vault. Slammed down, not lifting as high perhaps as some of the bigger girls, but remember, she's got very, very light body weight. And when they've got such a light body weight, they need lots of cross speed. And Shi Mao there just giving a few calls of assistance from the sidelines, but undoubtedly knowing where the end of that vault lies. Full 10 tariff score. And despite the movement forward on landing, very, very well controlled. Brilliant score, 9.75 for the first. She's got a second vault. The two are averaged. And she can repeat that, or she can try and do something a little harder. Coach still bleating at her just before she's going. Very difficult to compose yourself when you've got that going on. Lots of power in the run. Oh, yes. 2 excellent vaults. And we haven't seen many people produce 2 good, consistent vaults to date. I think only Gina Goggian, actually.
Well, she's been given the opportunity to compete with only 2 performances per nation due to the European junior champion Elodie Loussac still not 100% recovered from her injury that she sustained in the warm-up in Brisbane. But Conqueto, well, she's part of a very strong French team, and 2 very, very impressive vaults indeed there, and she will be well on target for a personal best. And also, well, we're watching a star of the future, 9.756, 6th position there for Cécile. And we will follow her performance throughout the competition very closely indeed.
And I think the French must be very excited at the prospect of lifting themselves up the world ranking in the forthcoming World Championships in Dortmund, which of course Eurosport will be covering. So we look forward eagerly to the French performance and indeed the confrontation between the Romanians and others.
Well, the graphic says Pacheco, but I believe this is Monica Martin of Spain, number 30. It's going to the end, and it is indeed Monica Martin from Gijón, just 17 years of age. She too was very pleased with her 12th position to qualify for this all-around competition. Member of the Spanish team that won the Mediterranean Games gold medal in Nîmes last year.
Just come into grief a little bit on that handspring front 1.5 twisting somersault. But other than that, Monica Martin showing some fine gymnastics, good dance and tumbling skills. All really she needs is the experience to get it all together without any errors. And Mercedes Pacheco, Cristina Fraguas, Eva Rueda, all gymnasts from the Spanish camp who have really served to put on the map Spanish gymnastics. They really had trained very well to produce a good team in Barcelona, and now the younger element are coming through. Oh, good combination, and that was so bold because on the third skill, which was a layout somersault to one leg, she was almost going off the beam. Many gymnasts would have given up. And somersault. And tuck back. Rolf over. It's like a Corbett flick-flack with the tuck before the handstand chest roll. But really a most unfortunate head position. At the end of this exercise, she'll get a penalty for the bad use of head, always bowing the head down. In the gym we call it beam hunting. Afraid to take your eyes off the beam. And it's got a statutory penalty of about 2/10. But no doubt, she's nagged about it all the time in training. It's one of the quirks that she's got to outgrow as she becomes more experienced. Arab Spring, double pike. And through in a very businesslike fashion, so positive. So focused on getting through that some of the little areas of quality have yet to be improved.
Certainly seems to enjoy her work. Good smile on her face. Well, Mercedes Pacheco of Spain, the last performer in the beam, and she will not affect the top 3 positions after 3 rotations. Gina Gosian still leads for Romania, scoring 9.912 in her beam exercise. Korkina is lying second for Russia, and Dina Kochetkova is lying in 3rd position with just 1 piece of apparatus to come after this 3rd rotation. Mercedes Pacheco of Spain waits her score from the judges. Monica Martin, her teammate there, going 10th. Well, the competition is by no means over. Lavinia Milicevic is waiting in the wings there in 5th position after her disastrous start. Also getting an opportunity to see some of the lower placings, but Mercedes Pacheco, if she can stay in 9th position in these European Championships, she will be delighted, as you can see there. Very happy with her 3 performances so far. Well, we go over to the floor exercise. Nadezhda Tarvida of Latvia, the last performer in this apparatus.
Pulling back out there, and the Latvians not present in Brisbane at the World Championships since the former Soviet Union broke up. We have now several member states, so we're overrun with the ex-Soviet Union and gymnasts. Many of them who probably had hung up their kit bags and tracksuits and gone into retirement have now started training again, because they have an opportunity to compete abroad and see the world and continue their education in this sport and otherwise. Well, once upon a time, in the former Soviet Union, she'd have been looked upon as a club gymnast, but now she has the opportunity, because of the breakdown of the Soviet Union into states, to be exposed onto the international gymnastics circuit. And there, finishing off with a flick, whip, flick. And another full twisting double back somersault.